Hi NaNoWriMers! Okay, so my name is Alexandria Allen. That is, of course, a pen name that I use. You can also find me under HR Beck occasionally. So you'll have to excuse my hair, but I've decided to chronicle my NaNoWriMo experience this year because I'm having some pretty significant things happen besides just writing. So, first thing, a little backstory. I've been doing NaNoWriMo for almost 10 years now. Um, I've never won a year. I came close twice, and I really want to win. And I think that in past years, the reason why I didn't win is I wasn't organized and I wasn't committed enough. But now, now that I'm older, I kind of have a handle on how I write, I'm really ready to hit that ground. The other year that I didn't quite get there, I was about 5,000 words short. I had actually been undergoing surgery at the time, so I had surgery in the middle of November on my shoulder, and I basically lost the final week. And that basically, I was just 5,000 words short. So the reason why this year is significant is that I am about ready to go have another surgery on my arm. And I'm attempting to still do NaNoWriMo during this process. So basically, I'm going to be chronicling day by day, and it's sort of not just a chronicle of NaNoWriMo, but it's a chronicle of what's going on with me right now, because this is a huge transitional point for me in my life. So first, some comments about NaNoWriMo. I did go to my very first write-in. I'm very excited about the fact that I went to the very first write-in. I'm from Minnesota. So, and I think that was another reason why I haven't succeeded in the past, because writing, I mean, I've run groups, I've run meetings, I've done a lot of things over the years with writing groups, and I really find that, especially if you're somewhat tentative about writing anything, it's helpful to have a group of people to support you in that process, whether you're writing for yourself or writing for something else, for school or work or whatever. It's always better to have a group there. And so I think that one of the things that I'm trying to do this year is to be more engaging with other writers out there, to kind of help motivate me along. So I went to my first write-in. It was in an IHOP in Bloomington, Minnesota, and it was the kickoff for NaNoWriMo with that region, and one of the many kickoffs that go on throughout the Twin Cities. And I have to say, I banked quite a few words. I am the type of person with my work. I average several thousands of words at a time at any given time, because I've been doing it for so long that I've really been able to establish a stride with my work. So for me, my goal, because I'm having surgery literally on the 4th of November, that's going to put me down for a long time, my goal really was in the next 3 days to bank more than half of what I needed for all of NaNoWriMo. So we're talking at least 10,000 words a day, more or less. And for those of you that seems really daunting, it is extremely daunting. I've been doing it long enough where I can push myself generally to that pace, but any word count at any given time in NaNoWriMo is an accomplishment. So success rate with that. While I was at the write-in that I went to, I was there for about 6 hours. I was there from midnight when it kicked off to about 6 a.m. when I packed everything up. And I would say that I averaged probably about 1,000 words an hour, give or take. And certainly there are people that are more prolific than that I've met. So I pretty much walked away with almost 7,000 words flat, which for me is a little over a single chapter in my books. Usually my books consist of chapters that are around 5,000 to 6,000 words. So it was right there, and I'm actually trying to bank at least another 5,000 before midnight tonight, so I got to get cracking on that. I also found out some good news today. I went and I had my surgery consult, and I will give you kind of an idea of what I'm dealing with here. Alright, boop shot. Okay, But basically, hang on a second. You can see my lovely shoulder scars. So basically, I have rheumatoid arthritis. I've had it since I was a kid. And you can see along there and along there that I'm somebody that has undergone surgery in the past. In the last several years, from 2004 to 2008, I pretty much had about 5 joint implants put in at different places in my body to rebuild my body that was damaged. And now, to accumulate that, I am finishing with one more surgery, because if you look here, see this? This is basically how my arm is. It's basically stuck up at about a 55-degree angle, and it's been that way for 10 years. So I'm now at a point in my life where I'm ready to go have this surgically altered so that hopefully I can get actual movement. It is, for all intents and purposes, literally one solid bone from here to here. It's fused naturally that way. So what I found out today that was such great news is I went in for my final consult with my surgeon, and they approved my surgery to happen. So as of now, I know for sure that come Monday morning, I will be in surgery. And essentially what that entails is, it's very complex, they have to be very careful, but ultimately I'm going to be down for like 6 hours. I mean, it's a very long procedure at best, and then hopefully I'll come out with a brand new titanium joint implant in there. It will be probably the last implant that I have officially installed new. Any other surgeries that I have in the next several years will probably be maintenance surgeries. So this is a big deal for me because the arm has been stuck like this for, about 15 years. And so it would be immensely nice to have a more balanced sense of self. I mean, people, I don't think, realize that when you have physical deformities, among other things, how damaging that can be to someone's self-esteem, how damaging it can be to self-image, and how difficult it can be for day-to-day uses and things that a lot of people take for granted. And my hope is that with this final surgery, I will basically end what has been basically a 10 to 15 year journey to pretty much hit my plateau in my bodily health. This will mark pretty much for me as best as my body will ever be at any given time. This is really me hitting my plateau with this, and it's a really amazing thing. It's really a rewarding thing, and scary and amazing, and moving for me. It marks an ending and a new beginning of my life, a new chapter. So while I'm having this all done, I'm also really trying to get my manuscript finished as well. I am currently working on one book out of a series of 11. This is a book that I've been drafting for the last 10 years. So this is the year that I've dedicated to finishing it, to at least getting a draft out there that's finished so I can move on to other books. So I will be gradually updating people as I go through, day by day, and you might even get to see me. You're going to get to see some of this process happen as we go through. So stay tuned, and thank you for checking out my video. Alright, bye guys. Have a good one. Happy nanoing!